Hi, I'm Mark Bishop. I'm with Lyntec. We're at InfoComm 16, and I wanted to show you a little bit about what we do. What Lyntec does is we do power control. What we're best known for is using motorized circuit breakers to provide on-off control inside a circuit breaker panel. And we've also got relay panels available where we can add switching to an existing circuit breaker panel. So a relay panel just offers switching when mounted next to the circuit breaker panel and done through. Where we help a church is, what we're best known for is sequencing of large audio or AV systems, where you can run all of your circuits through here and then set up all your circuit breakers to sequence on and off with a simple touch button control, or with using your app off of your iPhone, for instance. But we're completely self-contained. You can set up astronomical clocks to have all of your lights turn on and off at a certain time. You can break up your zoning so that your performance or sanctuary lights are on separate control, like a DMX controller, versus your overhead lights, which are on astronomical clocks or that. And then, of course, as I mentioned, your AV stuff as well. So new this year, we've added to DMX and streaming ACN and RS-232. We've also added backnet capabilities where we can interoperate with a building automation system, and we can also do the astronomical clock, and then the what was the other new one that we added? Something else. Anyway, so basically any kind of control that you need, we can do at the circuit breaker panel in your back room.
And access over Ethernet?
Yeah, that's a standard.
Status, power level, power quality?
That's all. Yeah, power levels and qualities are actually an add-on service that's added.
Right.
Switching is the standard system,
Sure.
And then if you wanted to add current monitoring, energy management capabilities, that's an add-on where we put, where we add little CTs to measure current flow. Power conditioning can be an add-on as well. We've actually partnered with Surgex to offer power conditioning at the circuit breaker.
So the ROI is running expensive equipment less, equipment that's difficult to get to in terms of turning on.
Yeah, it'll lower your maintenance costs, it'll lower your standby energy costs. I mean, the thing about lighting right now is the LEDs have gotten brighter. They've gotten brighter by putting more electrical input into them, so your standby's gone up as well. Not a lot of people talk about energy management as much because of the standby drop, but we can turn those off for you, let them breathe, let them cool off, and then reboot when they turn them back on again.
And then part of that ROI is extending the life of those units because of
extends the life, lowers the maintenance costs, and adds a level of simplicity. I mean, the reality is that, you know, most audio problems, for instance, are really just improper turn on. You know, people don't understand the kinds of delays needed before you turn your next piece of equipment on, and they can be over-energized.
Yeah. And one of the issues I see with standard sequentials, switchers, and relays is they really don't have the power capacity to run things like big amplifiers and speakers.
Right.
A lot of LED lighting.
Yeah, there's a move right now, there's a trend to put more energy, like a move into 208 volt as opposed to 110. So in a motorized circuit breaker, for instance, you could go up to a 3-pole 30 amp. So you could do anywhere from a single pole 15 all the way up to a 3-pole 30 and still turn that load on and off as needed. Relays, we can go up, we've got 20 amp, 30 amp, 2-pole 20, and we can go up to 480 volt as well if you need to do control parking lot lights, for instance. But it's a real easy, simple way to add remote control in one area as opposed to running around dropping relays all over your building and that kind of stuff, and adding another network control and network over that.
Because the electricians installing an amplifier next to the fan.
Yeah, and you're basically opening and closing the circuit to a high voltage wire that's already in place.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to add extra control or networking wires. Yeah.
And they're more used to doing relays as opposed to having motorized breakers. And a motorized breaker really isn't designed for the cycles of turning all around.
Well, these motorized circuit breakers do have the staying power.
Right. No,
yeah.
I'm just comparing it with
Oh, a standard circuit breaker, it's actually against code to use the handle as a switch.
Right.
After about 50 trips, you actually start to to generate the quality of the electrical protection that a circuit breaker offers. But this has a separate switching mechanism in it that's rated for 1.8 million operations in terms of mean time to failure. 900,000 operations minimum. So it's a very, very reliable, robust device.
Yep. I really see you as being in a very unique position to offer these products.
Yeah.
More than probably any other vendor. So appreciate
Well, yeah,
what you're doing.
you're welcome. Yeah, one of the things that's really helped us in churches is the conversion to video walls. You know, a lot of people don't realize that when you buy a video wall, they don't come with an on-off switch. And when you turn on a big mass of video screens all at once, that's a huge inrush, and that can cause a lot of problems. And we can help you stair-step those on and off, sequence them on and off, and give you a way so that they, stay cool and last longer.
Good points.
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mark.
Thank you.